What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Game Changers Podcast. It's your boy, Known G. I'm in here with DJ, Boss Man Jay, and Meritocracies. And tonight, we about to be getting into the little TJ and Offset situation that happened down in Hollywood, Florida, at I believe it was at the Hard Rock Casino. And yeah, man, it got real interesting. Offset got popped. And also, we have some other news. We're going to get into the Lebron, Memphis situation and Matt Barnes and Stephen A. Smith, what they back and forth. What's going on, fellas?
Going on.
Yo.
So, yeah, I think production got the...
Investigators, apparently that other rapper, Little Tjay, pulled up to valet here behind me, directed his posse, according to officers, to start a fight with Offset and his friends. That's when someone fired a weapon. Chaos at the casino valet. Famous rapper Offset shot Monday at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood. The video shared online capturing two men being detained by officers. Moments later, Offset seen getting into an ambulance in a photo obtained by TMZ.
What's up? What about the fight at the casino?
Fight who? Another rapper, Little Tjay, whose real name is Tion Jaden Merritt, bonding out of jail Tuesday, charged with disorderly conduct in connection with what's described to be a fight at the Hard Rock.
Was Offset looking at me like this? Yo, that shot me. That shot me.
Cops say in an arrest form, Little Tjay directed members of his party to start a fight, and one of the males associated with the defendant pulled a firearm and discharged it, wounding one of the individuals.
Right.
Meantime, Offset at Memorial Regional, according to his reps, expected to be okay.
Goofball behavior. For one, they were texting each other like on I believe IG. I think the IG they were going back and forth about because Lil TJ wanted 10 bands from Offset. And I guess he wasn't trying to come up off that, so then they ended up, coming up to that casino and what transpired. But these dudes is goofballs, man. We living in a day and time where you gonna call this man a rat, but you was already telling on yourself with y'all DMs back and forth with each other. So it's like
TJ definitely told everything.
But let me say this real quick. My bad, I ain't mean to cut y'all off, but let me just get this out real quick. First off, let me explain something to you. Nigga, if you shoot me telling who shot me ain't me snitching. Motherfucker, I want you in jail. Yeah, I told you. I'm gonna stand on the stand and I'm gonna point the finger at you. And I'm gonna call the police and tell them who shot me. Man, this is the problem, bro. They let their so-called street code get into their head, man, and everything now you do is snitching. If you speak to the police, you're a rat now. Man, listen, shoot me if you want to and watch how fast I dial 911.
Yeah. But I mean I think we're getting to the point now that people are starting to kind of realize it because the internet has overly sensationalized snitching and ratting and people who aren't even in the street dealing in the streets. I think people are starting, especially with this Pooh Shiesty and Gucci situation. People starting to kind of realize that people are overly using that word rat because ratting is when one or two more people come together to do a crime together. Y'all get caught doing the crime, and since you don't want to take the consequence of the crime, you give up the people that did the crime with you. All right?
Yeah, like me. We got caught. I got caught. We got caught. They got us.
So that is pretty much the definition of snitching. But we've gotten to the point to where people who aren't in criminal activity don't associate with criminal activity or say that they're a part of any criminal organization. They can't even go to the police and say, "Oh, I was robbed," or "I was assaulted," or "I need protection." Because, hey, at the end of the day, these rappers, even though they try to come off like they're street and they gang members and whatever. The majority of these guys are civilians, and most of them aren't breaking the law. Most of these dudes, for the most part, is just smoking weed and maybe carrying a strap. But if you don't got no, if you don't have no felonies, you can carry a strap legally. So I don't know. To me, it's just like the snitching thing and all of that. Y'all gotta know how to categorize the word snitch. I'll say that.
I like Lil TJ, but he's a younger artist, and they caught up in that generation, and the definitions kind of get a little, murky the further you get from the source. So nowadays, who knows? Shout out Natasha Marie in the comments. At this point, these rappers, how are the rappers broke, man? Come on, man. How are the rappers broke? Why are the rappers fucking borrowing money? Like, what the fuck? If that,
maybe he just didn't carry that much cash on him at that time.
Man, it's been a common theme with Offset. Everybody been saying that Offset, like you brought up earlier, somebody who else that was said that Offset owed him money.
I seen
Offset.
something. Damn, who was that?
He owed a lot of people money, bro.
But my thing is this: if you ain't got it, what you gambling for?
And still gambling. So he was asking random people for money. He was asking. Lil TJ talked about it on the live stream. Said he was asking fans for money, and one of them gave him some money. Like,
that's crazy. Like,
hard times.
You drew that down on hard times, man. To ask a fan for some money, boy, you need to go home.
why are the rappers broke?
You need to go on tour.
We saw TLC 20, 25, 30 years ago now. Out the industry and say that artists wasn't getting paid back then. And now we fast forward and the artists with all the damn diamonds, all the damn ice. And did you get a settlement from Cardi B? Did you get a settlement from Cardi B? Hey, what the fuck? How you broke?
Yeah, you see what he doing with the money.
Well done.
But man, I ain't trying to. I don't want to say this, but god damn, boy, ain't y'all tired of getting shot over dice games?
Yeah, that shit's so goddamn 90s.
Shit.
Well, yeah, that's how Takeoff lost his life.
Yeah, he wasn't even gambling.
Takeoff.
Duke the jeweler.
Mm-hmm.
So there's so many of that.
Yeah, as a rapper, I'd be scared to go anywhere near a damn dice game.
Yep,
and any type of celebrity.
You had James Harden and John Wall caught up with Adrian Bronner with the trick dice and the whole Big U case.
Oh, yeah.
They said James Harden lost $1 million in that dice game, or over time. I think this was over different times. Could have been one session. These boys playing with money, but I take it this was over multiple different times. They kept meeting up. But I don't know the whole details with that. But yeah, they said John Wall.
Yeah, he's supposed to be. James Harden was supposed to be when he got Big U to get Adrian Bronner off his ass to forgive a debt, and then Big U pressed Adrian Bronner. He said he would forgive the debt, but then afterwards he told James Harden, "Hell no, you still owe me."
You sat your ass down there in front of these dice with me. I Big U.
Yeah, so I mean that just shows you that these rappers and these entertainers and these dudes will put some crazy numbers down, when it comes to gambling and get all off into it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta definitely know how to check yourself at the door, man, when you're doing this gambling, because most of these guys, they go too far over their head and they in situations like Offset.
Man, we already lost one amigo. And your dumb ass go back. I don't know.
But to call that man a snitch though, that's crazy. Yeah. That's beyond me. Call that man a snitch.
Let's move to that controversy with Stephen A. and Matt Barnes. Did y'all hear about that?
Nah, give me the breakdown of this. Cause Stephen A been in a lot of shit lately with a lot of people.
Tell us about it, Noam. Tell us about it.
So basically, we know that LeBron was on the golf course here. I don't know exactly when it was, last week or a few weeks back, or whenever this may have occurred. But he was golfing, and he was telling a group of people that he was golfing with. They were asking him, where that he doesn't like to play at, or the places he doesn't really find fun to play games in the NBA. And he said, Memphis. At 41 years old, what am I doing, in Memphis playing at the, the FedEx and all this other stuff? And
on a random Thursday.
Yeah, on a random Thursday.
Motherfucker.
So he basically saying that the facilities in Memphis, the hotels that are across the street, and there's another hotel there, both these hotels are just not equipped to hold NBA players and what NBA players are used to staying in the places they're used to staying in when they're on road trips in different cities playing games. So it all became a big uproar, even though, there was other players that said they don't like playing in Memphis, this and the other. LeBron being the face of the NBA still. A lot of people feel there was a shot at Memphis and the community of Memphis, which is predominantly African-American, black community. And so people had their opinions. So Stephen A had came out and said how he doesn't agree with what LeBron said, such and such. So with that, Matt Barnes had came out with a rebuttal to what Stephen A said about LeBron. And I think we have the video, production has a video for that. We could run that real quick.
Yeah, my thing is, it's your job. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been playing basketball for what, 20 plus years now. You've always gone on the road to Memphis, and as long as you playing the sport, man, you got to go there. So to pick that and say stuff like that, man, it's kind of crazy in itself, because you're still playing the game of basketball and you still got more games to play in Memphis. Now, how you think?
I guess we don't. I thought we had that. But
Stephen A. Smith having an issue with LeBron on a golf course with a bunch of white boys, as he put it, talking about Memphis and how they should move to Nashville.
But what you just did, what I just saw, that was fucked up on a multitude of levels. So I'm just going to address it one by one. Okay? Couple of things. Let's talk about LeBron. Why y'all all acting, y'all flamethrowers? You employed by the brother? Why are we overreacting to every damn thing that he's LeBron? He makes news. I report on it. I'm not an influencer. It's my job. It's my job. First Take is on the show, on the airwaves, 10 a.m. to 12 noon every weekday morning. Sirius XM is on the air from 1 to 3 p.m. every afternoon.
Stephen A. Smith having an issue with LeBron on a golf course with a bunch of white boys, as he put it, talking about Memphis and how they should move to Nashville. And if you've been paying attention on social media, it's kind of a trending topic right now. I played in Memphis, got a lot of love for the city, but there's no doubt that the city needs to upgrade when it comes to its facilities for pro players. But Stephen A., you shouldn't have a problem with that. You're talking about his words and what they mean to the black community, but you've been the same man in front of the camera for the last handful of months, disrespecting Serena Williams, disrespecting Jasmine Crockett, disrespecting Kamala Harris, and tap dancing for the whole Republican Party, the whole white Republican Party. But you got an issue with LeBron talking about a trending topic, and his words carry weight, and he doesn't understand what his words can do to the black community. Do you understand the bullshit you're talking and what that can do to the black community? We all used to have a lot of love for you, bro, particularly me, because you looked out. we're not gonna forget the bullshit you on right now.
I mean, that's kind of true.
So pretty interesting back and forth between them guys right there.
And then let's not forget that LeBron James did say he don't like playing in Cleveland either, and he from there. So
Yeah,
let's
so
not,
like,
we don't
don't try
forget
to
that
make
part.
it seem like he was just putting it all on Memphis, which, you know what I'm saying? All right, these NBA players are a bunch of fucking divas. A lot of them acting like they all come from money. Like, all of y'all ain't come from money. Y'all done lived in worse. So stop trying to act like shit. Y'all shit don't stink. Like, that's just crazy to me. I agree with Matt Barnes. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes Stephen A need to keep his mouth closed, but like he said, it's his job. He's just reporting because it's his job.
And in this instant, I want to say that the aspect that Stephen A. talking about is you talking down on a black city that we understand needs, help and needs, resources. But also, you talking about taking an asset from that black community and giving it to a white community that's already got assets. You talked about the other teams that Nashville has. Oh, don't they have an NHL team? Oh, don't they have a, and it's like, okay, they already got shit. So they don't need shit. Why you taking from us to give to somebody who already got shit? That's how the people from Memphis were kind of feeling. And I had some reactions from some Memphis residents.
Give me your just thoughts about what LeBron said. How did it make you feel?
I'm really shocked.
In my opinion, LeBron should keep his opinion to himself.
LeBron may be the king of LA, but he not the king of Memphis.
I hate LeBron James after that. Okay, bro. So this cannot be talking, bro.
I used to love LeBron James until yesterday.
I don't see what he finds a problem with Memphis. He don't come from no better than Memphis, and he needs to keep his mouth shut and stay at home.
LeBron James, how you gonna talk about what city you want to go to or don't want to go to when you're from Cleveland? Memphis is way better than Cleveland at any point, at any time.
He can go home to his $1 billion mansion or whatever he wants, but no, it's not Memphis. And Cleveland, Akron, yeah, it's not Memphis.
Maybe he was good in his prime, but can we get this sunk into retirement now? We need to get him out.
I am not from Memphis. However, this city's been lovely to me. I've loved it a lot. I was here on a Thursday. It was great. So I don't know what he's talking about.
LeBron, you straight hater, man. This ain't got nothing to do with you. You in LA, you done traded teams 3 times. You need to calm down and retire.
It's not about where you want to play it. Everybody got their own support for their city. Thank you.
That's why MJ's the GOAT.
Yeah. And Memphis
Memphis
folks on his ass, boy.
Some people just want to be in front of the camera, bro. This woman look like she was out there in her fucking moo-moo.
But LeBron, I mean, I get what LeBron's saying, but then he also kind of wrong, because it's not like once they done with their game, more than likely they leave right away. It's not like he's there for like a whole damn week or something.
Exactly.
But
so
me and Noam was talking off camera about how it's a dude after these comments. It's a guy who went around to those hotels that those NBA players stay at in Memphis, and he showed the whole fucking hotel. Bruh, the shit nice as fuck. I don't understand what LeBron talking about.
But that's why I said these NBA players are fucking divas.
Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying, because, like, somebody like LeBron, Memphis ain't really like a happening city when it comes down to somebody like LeBron. But like I said, he ain't there. He there for about what, 3 hours top? Get on the bus, and then they take them to their jet and they leave. So I don't know. It's not like he got to stay and hang out there.
But I think the point of the larger point in all of this is when you speaking on a city that does have its issues. You know what I'm saying? But you talking about the one asset that it does have, and you want to take it from them and give it to, their in-state rival, let's say, because you do understand the political dynamics that go on with these cities and these rural areas, like a state like Tennessee, for example. A lot of that rural area, influence the city, influence the state, to do stuff to benefit rural areas as opposed to the city. So there's a lot of red blue within the state, right? So most cities are going to be blue states. I mean blue cities, and the rural areas are mostly red. So those red areas usually are not too kind to those blue cities,
Yeah. Yeah,
So
LeBron
that's
just
another thing going on with that.
Yeah, LeBron just need to be mindful. I mean, look, when you are a superstar, you're in front of the camera. LeBron knows what's good. That's why LeBron ain't never ever been in trouble. LeBron knows who he is. LeBron's whole image of him just being a hooper, being a great family man, and all of this. He's stuck to that premise for a reason because he understands his actions and his words hold power. He's not trying to be out of pocket, and he's trying to uphold an image. So he understands the words.
But when you do jump out of pocket, now you want to jump out of pocket in reference to
your own people,
small black city,
right? Your own people, right?
Here's the bigger issue. Well, everybody is failing to realize whoever LeBron had around him that recorded and put that video out is the problem.
Yeah, because
that person is the problem. That person is the one who wanted to cause problems. That person, whoever that was that he had around him, that is not your friend, bro. that man been out to get you from day one.
Because I mean, it didn't look. I mean, end of the day, it didn't look good. Because yes,
it was a conversation amongst friends, bro. It was a conversation amongst a group of men playing golf on a golf course, enjoying themselves, probably having a couple of beverages and talking. And this man recorded the
cameras in his face, though.
I know he probably saw. I'm sure he saw the camera, but you know how we record a lot of videos of each other, but we don't put them out in public.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so maybe it was one of those situations where it's just something to laugh about when everybody get together again. Like, listen, you remember when you said this? But to put it out for the world to see, and with LeBron's name attached to it, it's gonna go viral.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he didn't want this to get out the way it did.
No, and I mean it's not. I mean it's not. To me, it's not like okay, it's the end of the world. But the reality of it is that Memphis is a city of his people. It's a city of or the people that look like you, right? So
culture, struggle, you know.
So when you say those things, and it's already a city that has all this stuff against it, it's just like, yeah, man, Bron right. We need to get up out of there and whatever, because we don't like playing there and whatever. But we have past NBA stars, and their whole makeup is Memphis. Somebody like a Zebo, a Zach Randolph. Man, his whole makeup is Memphis, and Memphis. He's not from there, but he grew up into a man there, and he's a big part of that community. And I wouldn't say he's gonna get on camera and talk down on Memphis like that. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's gonna have their opinions, and I don't want to say stuff is right or wrong, but what I will say is when you're a certain person, your name is just gonna hold more weight towards it.
Yeah.
And
I just don't like how you can be so politically correct when it comes to everybody else, but when it comes to black people, you don't have to be politically correct. You can say anything. Anybody can get away with it. It's just crazy.
I mean, but what he kind of said that it's not really towards black folk. He just said he could be doing other things on his Thursday than being in Memphis. I mean, that's not really saying anything about.
Think about what that means.
It's in his eyes. It's not. In his eyes, not too much going on. In Nashville is more of a scene than Memphis. Cause Nashville got a little bit more.
I feel like people just read too deep into what the man was saying.
Yeah, see, I don't think it had nothing to do with no black stuff. It just seems like it's a black majority city. But we ain't really saying it when he said about Milwaukee either.
Yeah, he said Milwaukee the next day.
Yeah, he said Milwaukee. He said I even feel like that about Cleveland, and I'm from there.
But But I don't think that you should feel better because you threw somebody else under the bus. Like it should sting less because you threw somebody else under the bus. I'm saying this from the perspective of the people who do care, because honestly, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But that
Man,
is, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think about no racial stuff. I think people probably taking it as you talking down on their city like they city ain't nothing. The whole thing they taking it as they talking about. I mean, Memphis is cool, but when you a multi-million billionaire, they gonna look how LeBron James looking at it.
Look, I'm gonna say it like this, man.
Because I ain't too far from Memphis, and I don't want to go there.
The birthplace of American music. It has a lot of culture, a lot of history, a lot of everything in Memphis. But
a lot of more.
Yeah,
if you want to it just depends. New York City has a lot of underbelly. You know what I'm saying? LA has an underbelly. Chicago has an underbelly.
But all that stuff is constantly every day though. It's something live every day, and then especially when he probably been to Memphis probably about 20, 30 times in his whole career. After a while, it might be, you know. I don't know. I just don't look at it. I don't see him talking down about the black folks.
Also, you got to look at it like this, man. All right, he is mostly talking about where they're staying at, right? Like, there's an old video of them being across the street at that hotel. I forget the exact name, but they were playing live music. Bron was trying to sleep, and Bron got up and was like, "Man, see, this is what I'm talking about."
That was a different video. That was like totally two different things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the history of why he don't like Memphis. You know what I mean? That's what I'm bringing up. The history and why he doesn't like playing there and all that. And
other players have said stuff. Kevin Durant has said something.
Right, he's not the only one. He's not the only one. Clearly, Anthony Edwards. A lot of people have said all kinds of stuff. Jeff Teague, and they were on their pod, and they had a whole bunch of stuff that have happened with them there and all this. But to just be real about it, Bron's been rich for a long time. He's been rich 25 plus years. He's done stayed in the best of the best. He always gets the best treatment. These guys get the best of the best everywhere they go. All the way, everything they get the best of the best. So when they go to Memphis, to them, it is a lower grade. Yeah, it's a lower grade type thing. Like, everyday people are gonna look at that hotel like, oh, that's nice. We don't mind it, okay? But these guys that are staying in, the 5-star, best of the best hotels every day, getting the best treatment, got trainers, get food whenever they want to get this made a specific way every time. They're looking at it like, damn, I'm staying at
the security in them places are shit.
Yeah.
I personally like Memphis, but I understand where you're coming from.
Because even with let's say, I've heard with the NFL, for instance, the NFL and different people, when they go to different organizations, different players get mad when they get sent to certain cities, not necessarily because of the whole, the NBA with the hotels and all this, but with the way the organizations treat their players. So certain people like, oh, I played for this organization and we used to always get this during practices or after practice. We'd always get this all the time. And when I got traded over here, they don't do none of that. Such and such and such. Over here, you get treated like whatever. So there's a mentality of athletes once they get to the pros and they get this royalty treatment. If they just get a little notch down from royalty treatment, they think that it's the end of the world.
Man, to be honest with you, bro, I don't care about Memphis or LeBron.
No, Memphis is a cool ass city, but if you're a billionaire, you don't want to spend your Thursday in Memphis.
Cool, bro.
Yeah, okay, and when you're saying that, okay, LeBron got a tattoo on his chest. He got a big tattoo on his chest of a lion. It's the Boule tattoo. And the Boule is an elitist group of black people. So there you go. That's all you need to know right there. That is LeBron's mentality right there. He got big, and he's had that tattoo.
What do you mean? People been upset about the fact that Memphis was looked at as a team that, you know, a lot of black people in Memphis, right, compared to like Nashville, for example. So
did I say I don't like black people?
No, I didn't say that. But there were people who were wondering why Memphis was targeted. Like
Milwaukee was too. Did they miss that one too? They didn't see that?
Not as much commentary.
Oh, yeah, okay. I said Milwaukee as well. Yeah. 41 years old. It's two cities I do not like playing in right now. And that's Milwaukee and that's Memphis. What is your problem? I don't like going home either.
Exactly.
And I'm from there. What is people? People are ridiculous. They also get mad at my son being on the team too.
Oh, they got a reason to be mad about those stuff.
You need to figure out other ways to put their energy to other things that's important. Like seriously, I'm not talking about the city, like the people in Memphis. Like, I don't like staying at the high.
I get what he was saying though. I think they read too much into it.
What are we talking about?
LeBron.
What are we talking about? People need to shut the hell out.
Yeah, I get what he was saying, bro. I think people read too much into it because of LeBron. And man, NBA players got their preferences. Shit, we got our preferences. I've been driving trucks for damn near 20 years. There are a lot of places here that I don't want to go and hate going to.
And Joe Kino, when he was playing with the Bulls, he used to say he used to hate going to Cleveland. He said, "Who wants to go to Cleveland?"
Exactly.
And it was cool. It was cool then. And I know it's some niggas in Cleveland. It might not be like Memphis, but he said the same thing.
Yeah, they got their preference of where they want to play.
Well, to be fair, Joe Noah is not to the stature of a LeBron.
But he's still a stature. He's still a figure, though. It don't matter your lower. That was wrong with society. They feel like if you're a bigger person, your voice carry more weight than somebody else. At the end of the day, he ain't no different than LeBron. Yeah, LeBron James might got more money. He might got more money. He might be more popular.
We ain't saying he a better person. I'm saying he got more followers. He got more Twitter followers. He got more. He got more people who are.
He's still a man and a millionaire just like him. He might just LeBron James' voice might be a little bit bigger, but at the end of the day, his opinion is no different than LeBron James, right?
And I can't stand LeBron, but the man wasn't wrong. Shit, if he don't want to play somewhere, he don't want to play somewhere. It's simple. Shit, he said Milwaukee, and just like he said, why they ain't say nothing about that? They just stuck to Memphis. He didn't say that he didn't like black people. He just said he don't like playing in Memphis.
No, he said he just rather do something. He doing something else on his Thursday.
Oh, did I say I didn't like black people? He didn't.
Well, no, that's what the reporter asked him though.
Yeah, the reporter said
that. The man said something about black people. He said, "Did I say I didn't like black people?"
Yeah, he said the black people in Memphis. He said the black people in Memphis were feeling like this, and then he said, "Did I say I don't like black people?" The reporter brought the black situation.
But he didn't say that you didn't like them. You jumped it.
He literally brought up black people. He didn't have to. He literally brought up black people. He said what black people statements.
Those were the people who were offended. Was the black people.
But it wasn't. You had some white people talking too.
You're right. It was some white people too. But for black people, LeBron's voice is a little bigger than for an average white person. Average white person is not listening to what LeBron's saying.
But that's our problem. We hang on to.
You're right. I'm not for the celebrity worship, but I'm just telling you how it is. So that's why the people were a bit, mad because it's LeBron. And you got to think, LeBron got fans in Memphis. So
had.
Ooh, he probably lost a lot of.
Then again, to be honest with you, if he lost fans in Memphis, that's not gonna really matter to him.
He don't care.
So that small population, he got it.
And you know how that sounds, DJ? That's elitist. That's kind of insensitive.
But that's what I just said. But that's what I just said. LeBron got the bootleg tattoo on his front chest. Okay, that's all you need to know. All right, LeBron. If you know anything about what the bootleg is, we ain't gotta go all off into it. But he got that right on his chest. And so, He's in the elite. He in the elitist mentality. He in the big money mentality. There's nothing wrong with it. That's what he's been since for the last, like I said, since he got drafted into the NBA, since he was driving in that Hummer, listening to
Well,
Jay-Z.
but they trying to act like, I guess another part of that I don't like being on, because they trying to act like Stephen A was all the way wrong for calling him out on it. And I don't feel like Stephen A was all the way wrong. They trying to say like,
he ain't wrong at all. But everybody just turned it into something that is not. He definitely not wrong.
Okay, because I don't think he was wrong for saying that, you know what I'm saying? LeBron out of all any people, you know, whatever. I don't think he was wrong in saying that.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
that's Charlene. What's up, Charlene, Miss Lemon?
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's all an opinion, and everybody's gonna feel the way they're gonna feel. But once again, I know we were just saying, you know, everybody can have an opinion, and everybody should be able to look at everybody's opinion as an equal. But that's not how the world works, right? It don't work that way. Like, people gonna be like, because we already know the world we even live in today. People gonna be like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Especially with younger people. Younger people gonna be like, let me see. Then people gonna be like, let me see your Instagram. How many followers you got? Let me see your Twitter. How many followers you got? Or your
that right there matters more than anything. Which is crazy.
So we can't say that everybody's stuff's on the same level, because people don't even view it. Everybody don't even see. The thing is, people don't even look at stuff in the lens in real life no more. Everybody look at it from this lens right here, the internet. We don't even look at it from a lens of every day. We looking at it on the internet. So you know what I'm saying? And we looking at numbers. So we know that Bron. Well, how many Bron followers Bron got on Instagram? 200-300 million, maybe.
He got way more than that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, people are gonna take what you say. If you have a lot, like Rob was saying, if you got all these followers and all this, people are gonna take what you say to heart, even if it may not even be, even if you don't mean it to be a certain way.
But guess what though? All these people got their panties in a bunch, and guess what LeBron's at home doing? Enjoying his life. While they all out here having strokes and heart attacks because he said he don't want to play in Memphis. So what? It's a shithole. He don't want to play there. Boo-hoo. I don't blame the man. Shit.
I mean, I ain't gonna say I don't blame him, but I understand.
I don't blame him. The man ain't got a. What's wrong with him not wanting to play in Memphis? What's wrong with him not wanting to play in Milwaukee? What's wrong with him not wanting to play in Cleveland?
Right.
If he don't like it, he don't like it.
Right.
Well, I wanted to hear one more time what Stephen A had to say.
But what you just did, what I just saw, that was fucked up on a multitude of levels. So I'm just going to address it one by one.
Not on a multitude.
Okay?
Not on a multitude.
Couple of things. Let's talk about LeBron.
I like his little dramatic pause.
Why y'all all acting? I mean, were y'all flamethrowers? You employed by the brother? Why are we overreacting to every damn thing that he's LeBron? He makes news. I report on it. I'm not an influencer. It's my job. It's my job. First Take is on the show on the airwaves, 10 a.m. to 12 noon every weekday morning. Sirius XM is on the air from 1 to 3 p.m. every afternoon. Forget my political show for a second. Forget the fact that I own my own production company. Forget the fact that I own my own YouTube channel. I just gave you 2 jobs where I'm obligated to address the news. Y'all volunteering. Influencers. I'm a reporter. It's my job.
One thing he gonna do, he gonna plug everything.
I ain't just sitting up there smoking some weed and then I decide, yo, I want to get this off my chest. Looking like I'm doing one of them Spike Lee videos where I'm strolling on some chair or whatever while I'm talking shit about somebody I'm supposed to be cool with. I'm doing my job. So let me do that job. LeBron James.
Yeah, that's Stephen A. something.
I think it was me.
But
Was
I
that
don't
me, Josh?
disagree with what he's
That was
saying,
me.
like I said.
I did
in
that.
the first place. And
because I'm not.
Everybody kind of, I saw on the internet where people were trying to turn it to where Stephen A. was the sellout and he was.
That doesn't require you to agree with me.
Matt
It doesn't
Barnes
require you
with
to.
the white
It doesn't require you
Republican Party and it's
to
come on, man.
have your own opinions.
Not always trying to use that.
This is a
old,
conversation
okey-doke
about
ass
respect.
shit. When somebody don't agree with what you
Matt
say.
Barnes, you know that on my worst day, I would never talk about
Now, I'm all for calling
Not
out
a million
what needs to be
goddamn
called out, but man, come on.
Not a million years. You know that.
You be trying to call out some shit just to
Why?
act like, and then Matt Barnes,
How?
you like half black. Like, you trying to call you
Because
like,
I've had ample opportunity to do so, and I
What'd you say?
The video.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, though? Matt Barnes calling it out like he like some pro-black guy. Okay, you played in Memphis. Did you invest in Memphis, motherfucker? Since you
Are you still in Memphis?
Like, did you?
We don't know. He probably did. We don't know.
Well,
I
don't really know.
highly doubt it. I highly doubt it.
You talk
Hey,
about
I mean,
you would have said it. You would have said it. You would have said, "Oh, I invest in Memphis. I'm
that's what society is. That society want everybody to be bragging and telling everybody what they're doing. Some things ain't meant to be told.
He would have. He would have said that.
Just like Stephen A. just sat there and every show Stephen A. do, he's gonna make sure he plugs everything he do. Trust me.
He's a self person. He wants attention.
No, but
he wants to be praised.
Finish. But let me
That's a
finish.
business, man.
Every one of these rich motherfuckers, NBA players, celebrity, whatever, if they do something, you better believe they want it to be known that they did it.
Is that sincere?
No, I don't think it is. Because if I do
Exactly.
something, I don't want nobody to know about it. But
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's my whole point. So Matt Barnes saying he might not get there for the city. We don't know.
It's trust me, he would have been the first one to say it.
He definitely would.
He ain't doing shit for Memphis.
Right there with Stack 5. Him and Stack 5 rolling up.
He definitely would have said it if he did anything.
He ain't doing shit for
Because
Memphis.
Stack 5 is right hand man. We talking about a man who went to Old Block as a 40-year-old man and checked in. That's Matt Barnes right hand man.
Goofball ass Stack 5.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I'm not saying, but Matt Barnes, once again, he the one that drove across whatever to fight Derek Fisher when he was
Exactly, because he was smashing your ex.
Tender.
So, I mean,
And then Matt Barnes also got in trouble for grabbing the white boy's shoulder at the game, remember? He got mad at the teenage scorekeeper or something.
Yeah. Like, come on, man.
So he like a fly off the handle type of guy. But what I'm saying is, I've never heard Matt Barnes speak on any kind of black issues or nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did. You tell me. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing.
With these guys, it's only an issue when it's Stephen A. that's talking. If there had been another reporter or a white reporter that would have said that about LeBron, man, trust me, Matt Barnes and nobody else would have had not one word to say. It would have been all cool, and they would have let that shit ride and be like, that ain't my fight, that's LeBron's fight. If he want to say something, he say. But my thing is this man ain't saying shit. Why y'all standing up for a motherfucker that ain't speaking up for himself?
True.
I'm with Stephen A. Y'all getting paid by this man or something to protect him? He ain't said nothing until somebody brought it up to him. And guess what? He barely said anything about it. And everybody know that he don't like Stephen A. and Stephen A. don't like him. So the first chance Stephen A. get to report anything negative about him, it's coming out. So deal with it. And let LeBron speak on it. Keep your mouth closed, because that just make you look like a little bitch.
Also, past that, Stephen A. said that it's a lot of players and entertainment people trying to get him fired. Trying to, you know what I'm saying? All up his job and get him in trouble. But he said he's untouchable. Untouchable.
And guess what? And I can guarantee you, it's a bunch of black men that are trying to get this black man taken out of his position.
Yeah. I mean, Stephen A. Well, this is the thing. I mean, the media game has turned to the internet. podcast. Us everyday people being able to go and voice our opinions on our art, make our own shows and that. So Stephen A is kind of battling that right now as well, because not everybody is just trying to tune into regular everyday TV to get their opinions on sports. They want others. They want to get it from other people that may not be as famous or as rich or have as many people following it. They want to get their stuff from other people. So he's probably battling with that competition, but also there's people that he's probably made mad as well. Like, you got to think, he's probably made a lot of people mad that don't agree with him, that are way. Obviously, look, he made LeBron mad. Look at him and LeBron's relationship. So think about all the other people that he's helped a lot of people, but there's other people that he's made upset. So
but he didn't help Matt Barnes specifically, and then
exactly.
Come on, man. What?
Yeah.
And Matt Barnes made sure that was known. Yeah, we appreciate the help you gave, but we're not gonna forget this.
Right.
But that's the thing, though. So you hold one thing against me. After all the good that I've done, this one thing that y'all consider so bad erases all of that.
Right is right, wrong is wrong, though.
No, but my thing is this: shouldn't your loyalty be with me? What has LeBron done for Matt Barnes?
Nothing, but he just know how powerful Bron
Not
is.
a damn thing.
So shouldn't your loyalty lies with Stephen A, this man who has done so much for you?
Even if Stephen A. Smith is wrong,
but you take this one thing and hold it against him.
So if Stephen A. Smith wrong, he should still not tell him that he's wrong, because he helped him out.
I mean, I don't even think he's wrong, but
no. I'm just saying, like, in his eyes, he probably thinks he's wrong. So if he thinks he's wrong, he should just leave it as that because he helped him out.
But he wasn't saying it as in he was wrong. He was basically taking up for LeBron.
Yes, he really was like, Stephen A,
because he probably think that Stephen A. Smith is wrong, and just because he helped him out, he can't tell his opinion that this person is wrong.
You do that in private.
Especially
but this is a public situation.
You listen.
Yeah.
But he told Stephen A that he was tap dancing and all of that. Now if he would have probably cut it off from there and then say that tap dancing, it might not have been as bad. But he told that man he was tap dancing for the Republican Party. He could have probably, he didn't have to go say all that. Like, you know what I mean? So that's probably what.
He just got in the heat of the moment.
Nah, but see that's where the phone call comes in at. Because if I've done something for you to help you out, that means you got my personal number. That means you can pick that phone up, text me, call me, and say, hey man, we need to have a conversation about this because I feel this type of way. Then as men, we could have talked about this and maybe we would have got some type of understanding. But at this point, with you going on the internet holding another man's nuts, there ain't no understanding.
Stephen A. Smith having an issue with LeBron on a golf course with a bunch of white boys, as he put it, talking about Memphis and how they should move to Nashville. And if you've been paying attention on social media, it's kind of a trending topic.
So again, where does your loyalty lie? Okay, I know that you might feel a whatever way in media. But as a media person, you call that man and tell him that you don't like you said, especially with the shot talking about going tap dancing. We know the connotation, the historical connotation go with tap dancing for white people, and then it's like, Matt Barnes, you half white, like damn.
Exactly.
And when that nigga go to the court, that nigga's a nigga.
Hey, but if I was Stephen A, and at this point, Matt Barnes, you better pray to Jesus or whoever you kneel to at night that you never need a favor from me again to help you out with anything.
That's why a lot of motherfuckers want to do stuff on their own. Because when they feel like they getting a favor for somebody,
you on another level because I look at it like this. You publicly
It's true.
called
When
me out.
motherfucker ask for a favor, now they feel like they obligated just to feel like that. That's why a lot of motherfuckers like
See,
to
ain't
be on their
nobody
own.
nobody's saying that he's obligated to feel no type of way. What I'm saying is, I don't know. I'm not speaking for nobody else. I'm speaking for myself as a man. If I've looked out on you at some point in your life, career, or whatever, I'm not saying that you're obligated to do anything, but out of respect, instead of going out here on social media and putting something out about me and saying that I'm tap dancing, basically calling me an Uncle Tom and a coon, be man enough to hit my line and we can have a conversation. And then after that, you can do with it as you please. But to sit there and come at me for another man, not for yourself, you're not standing up for yourself, you're standing up for another man that ain't saying nothing about it. I feel like that's disloyal.
Yeah.
And you can feel how you want to feel about it, but at the end of the day, nobody is saying that Matt Barnes owe him anything, but out of respect.
Yeah, for sure.
He would want to hit this man up privately.
Yeah, and once again, it comes down to the type of world we living in right now. The microwave, everybody, what have you done for me lately? Such and such. Loyal to the clicks and the views of the internet and the attention and the clout chasing. We're not taking it. People tend to forget the old school way of handling things, especially when you are, because Matt Barnes is of that age. He of the generation, of the millennial generation, and above, where you can handle stuff like men without the internet being involved. We know how them days were, so it's like you don't have to take everything to the internet, and you can have a respect, you can have a disagreement with somebody that help you, but you ain't got to to the point to where you saying things to undermine them. You didn't have to do all that. You could have just said what you needed to say. I don't agree with what you said about Brian, and left it at that. And then when y'all really had it, behind the scenes, y'all could have called each other or whatever and did what it needed to do. But if somebody helped me, especially to make me help me make millions, because it's not like they're making him and Stack 5 over there making petty money with they pod. They're making some crazy bread. I'm pretty sure they're making a lot of money. And Stephen A gave him a lot of tips, because the way Stephen A was talking is like he gave him a lot of game on the media game and how to operate and what to do and how to do this and that.
And brought him on First Take and got him acclimated to the space and showed him this and introduced him to this. And he did love it.
That ain't nothing petty, man. That's some real, how many people would love to get that type of game
exposure
and exposure that puts you in a whole nother, that puts you in a whole nother category.
And then look at this, my bad, no, but DJ, think about this. This man, Matt Barnes, was out with either his friends or his family, because you can tell by the way he was breathing, the motherfucker was out of breath because he had been walking.
You heard the kids in the background.
You took time out to make sure that you got this out there before everything starts to die down. Like you didn't wait until you was in the comfort of your home, in front of your whatever phone, cameras, or on your show. You was out in public. You stopped what you was doing to hold another man's nuts and go at somebody who's helped you get to where you are today. So you don't think that man owes Stephen A no type of loyalty?
Yeah, at least some common decency, respect. Like he didn't have to throw that other part in there. That made it seem like he didn't rock with him at all, and he just was a detriment to sports media and to what they had going on. That's what made it lame. It wasn't that he disagreed with him. That's cool, but
that man called that man an Uncle Tom and a coon and so many words.
Basically, he said, we ain't gonna act like you ain't been tap dancing and you came at Serena Williams and you came at all these people. I'm like, bro, why are you advocating for
what
all
did
these
they
people?
have to do
But
with it?
I'm glad you said that. Why are you bringing Serena into it like we supposed to come to her aid or something? She got a white billionaire.
Exactly.
Like, why are you bringing up Serena? Why are you bringing up Kamala? So basically,
they married to white men.
And basically, if we're not in compliance with, you know, whatever black woman comes along, we are Uncle Tom now. Like that's the shit that I'm talking about. You can't do that, man.
Matt was wrong. Stephen A was right. Point blank. Ain't nothing that's like, ain't no other way to put it. And I get it, but I just don't understand. Like, I just feel like, yo, that man some type of loyalty, bro.
DJ like snake behavior.
No, I'm just not opposed just because a motherfucker helped me out. I just automatically got ride with him.
What? But see that's what that.
If you
that
put me
what,
in the door, that's fine. I appreciate you. But right is right, wrong is wrong.
But what was wrong? What was wrong?
No, I'm not saying he's wrong, but I'm saying in his eyes, he probably was wrong.
No, it wasn't. He wasn't wrong. He wasn't even wrong in his eyes. He just saw an opportunity to say something before everybody else was talking about it. Before the internet got saturated with the conversation.
I can't think from that Barnes, but I'm just going by what he was saying.
Out of whatever he was doing, you with your family, brother. Enjoy your family or friends or whoever you was with, and then take care of that business later. That man stopped doing what he was doing just to do that. To call that man Uncle Tom.
Because was it really that urgent?
Exactly. To take up for another man that ain't never done nothing for you. That you probably ain't on this man's radar. To go against a man who has done shit that he ain't even have to do for you. That man ain't have to give you no type of opportunity. That man ain't have to help you out at all. Stephen, just like you saying, Matt Barnes didn't owe him anything. Stephen A didn't owe him anything, but he did it anyway. He looked out for him anyway. Why? Because he saw him as another black brother trying to make it. So instead of me letting him,
that all the time. You can't do that all the time now.
Well, shit, he know now. So fuck what LeBron said. Fuck how he feel about Memphis or wherever else place. Let's talk about this snake. That's exactly what you are. And that's what that, just like Noam said, that's where that what have you done for me lately mentality come from. Fuck what you did for me 5 years ago, 2 years ago. Yeah, you made me a millionaire. I don't care. But now I'm gonna take this opportunity to take a shot at you because I want your spot. The spot I got ain't big enough no more. I want bigger. I just feel like he owed that man a private conversation and not do him like this on the internet.
New age shit.
Yeah, and he too old for that. But he was too old to be getting in his car driving to his ex-wife's house to fight another man, though. So that's his type of behavior.
Stephen A gonna learn. Trying to help them Negroes.
Can't help them all, but guess what, though? At the end of the day, when they all fall, Stephen A gonna be still right there. No matter how much y'all try to talk bad about him and say he this and say he that, he ain't going nowhere. Can't take him away. He got too much going on. He got too much of his own. Well, he owns.
That's the part. Okay, now
He
that's
ain't
the
working
part.
for nobody.
Because he building something else on his shit instead of just sitting on ESPN waiting on them to fire him.
Exactly. So you can't get rid of him. But instead of going against him, she'll try to join him. And y'all could have started something together. Shout out to Nick Madden from Nick Madden TV. What up, bro? But we're going to go ahead and close it out. Man, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for all the comments. Shout out to Natasha Marie. Shout out to Charlene. Shout out to Nick Madden TV, man. Don't y'all forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Choose life.